Gemma, welcome to Sylvan Glade.
Thanks, Dan. I'm so excited to be here today taking a tour of this property. This home spans just under 7,000 square foot. It has 6 bedrooms, it has lift access to all floors, and it was designed by an architect called James Engel, and the current owners took the property from the ground up and completely rebuilt and designed this property.
Yeah, and critically, it sits in the heart of Keston Park. Keston Park is incredibly aspirational in this area. It's a gated, secure compound with active CCTV and live security patrols. Not only is it safe, it's only a short drive to Orpington Station, which can get you into London Bridge within 15 minutes. So not only do you have the security here, you can let your kids play on the garden, but you're only a short trip into the city, as well as benefiting from fantastic schools, other lifestyle amenities like golf clubs, spas, and then you've got transport links. You're only a short drive for the M25. You can get to Gatwick and Biggin Hill really easily.
Well, I'm sure you're dying to take a look around, so let's head inside.
Yeah, let's go. So, welcome inside.
What I love about this property is that you immediately are greeted into this open plan space.
Yeah.
And the whole property, the design throughout, you've got these curved walls, you've got different layers, you've got these amazing floor to ceiling windows throughout the entire property.
Yeah. The ceiling height in this property is absolutely huge. Mm-hmm. You don't get a sense of scale from photos. The first time I came here, it really did surprise me. Mm-hmm. And then the sheer expanse of glazing. This is the first property when it was built to have the full volume of this heat resistant glass. And actually, I was here last week in the heat wave, and the house was cool. When we opened the window, well, they were not really windows, are they? They're the whole side of the house. Going up, you could immediately feel the heat coming in. So this house has all the mod cons. You've got zoned underfloor heating throughout, recessed lighting everywhere. Mm-hmm. It really is something special, this house.
I'm going to head over to the kitchen and take a look there. So Dan, I'll meet back up with you shortly. So as we come into this kitchen space, the one thing I love in this property is it's just such a great entertainment area. You can imagine having guests here, you've got this indoor-outdoor feel. And actually, I know the owners have had their son's wedding here at one point and had the marquee here in the garden. But what I really love in this space is this curved design kitchen island, which is so unique. And it's all the small details in this property that make it really stand out. So in terms of what we have in the kitchen itself, we've got Miele appliances throughout. So we've got wine cooler, we've got the induction hob, we've got the triple oven behind me here, and plenty of storage. Just through the door here, there's also quite a large utility room, which leads down to the garage and also the wine cellar. And what's great about this property is when the owners designed it, it was very much so that they could move in their mother-in-law. So they needed access to all floors, but for her to be able to come in a wheelchair. So the lift takes you through all floors, and there's a very cool annex up there, which we'll show you shortly. So before we move on, I just wanted to take a moment to appreciate the space that we have here. I really love the fact that you've got this mezzanine landing looking down onto this open space. And actually, Dan, I think the one thing we noticed is the whole property kind of flows and interlinks. So you've got pocket doors here, you've got the windows on either side, the whole property opens up, doesn't it? Yeah, it really is special. They've had parties here where they put a marquee in the garden, and with all these panels of glass removed, well, off to the side, it just feels like you're not, it really feels like you're not leaving the room, you're not leaving the house, you're just entering a larger space. It really is clever. I love that landing as well. I think this is my favourite feature in this property.
Yeah. So, shall I go and show the rest of the ground floor rooms and then we'll meet upstairs?
Great.
Okay. So, finishing off the ground floor here, we have a living room / snug, which I'll show you shortly. We also have this downstairs cloakroom. We have an additional office. We've got his and hers offices on the ground floor. And then finally, we have this fantastic space, as well as a downstairs cloakroom. We have this room, which is currently set up as a hobby room, but could easily be a studio. You could set it up as a yoga room or even a gym. And finishing off the ground floor is this really nice family living room, snug cinema room. It can be anything you want, but again, it benefits from floor to ceiling glass, which also opens up. It then leads really organically into the main heart of this home, which is this fabulous kitchen, lounge, dining space. To go up to the first floor now, I'll pass you over to Gemma, who will show you around up there.
Thanks, Dan. Well, now you join me here on this landing, and again, there's so many great features. This is obviously my favourite view. I just love how it opens up and you can look down to the lounge and the garden. But I think it would only be right to show you the principal suite first, so let's go and take a look. I just love this principal suite. Again, it has great design and feel to it. You've got these large sliding doors which open out onto the garden, and it feels so bright and airy. You've got a great ensuite with a walk-in shower, freestanding bath, and you also have the dressing area here. What I really love is how this decked area curves around with the property, and you have this great little seating area with the shutters here, and sitting out here in the morning on a sunny day doesn't feel like you're in the middle of London. Having been architecturally designed, obviously there's so much glass in this property. So as you will notice, there are blinds that are recessed into the ceiling here. So they're completely out of sight, but when needed for privacy at night time, they do come down. Of course, the doors that bifold across, they also have heat resistant glass in there, so it keeps nice and cool in those hot summer days. So we also have another double ensuite bedroom with a fantastic balcony that looks out onto the front aspect of the property. And it's worth noting that all the way along the landing here, you have these very cool recessed lights that work their way all the way up the staircase. As we head down here, we have the family bathroom. I just wanted to show you this room because it's one of the owner's favourite spaces. And of course, it could be used as a bedroom, but it's currently set up as another home office. But this would make a great space for a teenager to come up, do their homework, or perhaps just a quiet reading space. You've got this lovely view out to the garden and all of these bespoke bookcases built in. A little bonus feature, which is the same as in the main principal suite, is this sliding window door that looks out and connects you to the living space and straight across to that principal suite. To my left, we have another bedroom, and then we come into what has been used as the annex space. It's very versatile, so of course you could use either room as bedrooms. But currently we have bedroom, bathroom, and then leading through, we have this living space, which I really like because if you've got older children, perhaps you've got older parents that need to move in, or perhaps even a live-in nanny, this is a great space where they can unwind. You've got the kitchenette here, plenty of space, and that lovely view onto the front of the property. Now that we've taken a look around upstairs, I'm going to head down in the lift and let's go and see Dan in the garden.
So, how was upstairs?
Great, I absolutely love this house.
What do you think is your favourite room?
I really love upstairs, the principal suite for me, with that balcony curving around is just fantastic.
And doesn't it feel special just to be able to walk out of the house straight onto this terrace? The garden is really, really nice. I love the way the curve theme continues with this huge retaining wall that curves throughout and splits the garden in half. Lovely little bit of formal grass as well as the mature shrubs all around. You get a lot of privacy in this garden.
It's actually a really great outlook on the back of the property.
Yeah.
It's just as impressive as the front actually, isn't it? The whole house has been a pleasure to look around. There's so many cool designs in here and it really does function as a great entertaining house, doesn't it?
Yeah, 100%. I think my favourite spot, this terrace is lovely, but I love that little terrace off the principal suite.
Yeah.
Breakfast, morning coffee, absolutely gorgeous.
Well, thank you so much for joining us on this tour today. I hope you've enjoyed taking a look around as much as Dan and I have. If you'd like any more details on this property, please head to our website for the full listing details.
Thank you.